Hi, this is Raina. Thank you for joining me on my crochet channel. In this video, we will crochet the Snowflake Coin Purse with the beads and the purse frame. And if you see my tutorial of Heart Coin Purse, then I'm using the same technique here. So we work the rounds and attach the beads on the back of the work. And then when finished, we turn it inside out so the wrong side becomes the right side with the beads and the image. And I will show you also how to attach the frame. My purse measures about 4.5 inches from side to side and about 3.5 inches tall. And I recommend this project for intermediate skill level. I use Baton's Grace cotton yarn. This is light size 3. One ball has 50 grams, 136 yards, and one ball is enough for one coin purse. My crochet hook is 3 millimeters. You'll need a stitch marker for the base of the purse. You will need 85 beads for the snowflake, and these are 4 millimeter beads. And my coin purse frame. So this one has 28 holes on one side, 28 on the other. And it measures about 11 centimeters wide. And the first thing to do is to add these 85 beads on the yarn. So using a tapestry needle, and having all the beads on the yarn, I will push them back until I need them later. So I will need to keep pushing them as we make the base. And we start the base with a magic ring. So I place the yarn across my fingers, then wrap it around the index finger to make a cross. Then insert hook under that first strand, then pull that second one through. Take finger out, yarn over, pull through the loop. And we start the first round with 6 single crochets in a ring. Then I will pull the ring tight, close the ring, pulling by the tail. The second round is going to be 2 single crochets in each stitch to have 12 single crochets. And starting with this round, I will place my stitch marker in the first stitch, because these are going to be continuous rounds, so to keep track. And continue 2 single crochets in each stitch. On third round, we increase in every other stitch. So here in this first one, I'll make 1 single crochet, and in the next make 2. In the next make 1, in the next make 2. Also, I want to move my stitch marker in this first stitch. And you have 18 single crochets on this round. On the 4th round, I increase in each 3rd stitch. So I start with 1 single crochet in each first 2 stitches. Again, I move the stitch marker in my first stitch here. And then in the 3rd stitch, make 2 single crochets. 1 in each next 2, and 2 in the 3rd. You have 24 single crochets. On the next round, I increase in each 4th stitch. So first I do 1 single crochet in first 3 stitches, and then 2 in the 4th. Then move stitch marker. Again, 1 in each next 3, and 2 in the 4th stitch. You have 30 stitches. On the next round, I increase in each 5th stitch. So I start with 4 single crochets. Then 2 in the 5th stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 in the next. You'll have 36 stitches. Now continue the rounds same way, increasing the same way. So on the next round, you will increase in each 6th stitch. So you make 1 single crochet in each next 5 stitches, and then 2 in the 6th stitch. And then you'll have total 42 stitches on this 7th round. And complete 10 rounds this way, and you'll have 60 stitches. And here is the chart. This is the front of the purse with 30 stitches and the beads. The back of the purse also has 30 stitches but without beads. So total 60 single crochets on each round. Total of 18 rounds. The first one starts right after the base. We read the chart from right to left on each round. The white squares are single crochets and the black squares are single crochets with beads. And the first 2 rounds are just single crochets without beads. So the last round on the base, I did here 1 single crochet in each 8th stitch, and then 2 single crochets in the 9th stitch. So I have total 60 single crochets. And to start the pattern now, first 2 rounds without beads, I'm just going to single crochet in each stitch. And on the 3rd round we're going to add 2 beads. So first I'll do 12 single crochets, then add a bead with the next single crochet, then 5 single crochets without beads, then add 1 with the next stitch, and then rest of the stitches without beads. So I did 12 single crochets, and with the next stitch I'm going to add my first bead. So I first insert hook through the stitch, pull up a loop, then push the bead all the way against the stitch on the back, then yarn over, pull through loops, and first bead is added. It's going to be here on the back because we're going to turn the piece wrong side out when we're finished. Next I'll do 5 single crochets, and with the next stitch again add the bead. So pull up a loop, push the bead all the way against the stitch on the back, yarn over, pull through loops. 2 beads are added, and rest of the stitches on this round just single crochets. And I am marking these rounds with little arrows to keep track. So the 4th round we're going to add 4 beads. So we start again with 12 single crochets, then add 2 beads with next 2 stitches, then 3 single crochets without beads, and add 2 beads and single crochets for the rest of the round. So I did 12 single crochets. I got my 4 beads here. So next 2 stitches I will add beads. So again, pull up loop, push the bead all the way against the stitch on the back, yarn over, pull through loops. And second one. Now 3 stitches without beads, and 2 beads. And then single crochets for the rest of this round. On the 5th round we add 6 beads. Again, start with 12 single crochets, then add 3 beads with 3 stitches, 1 stitch without bead, and 3 beads with next 3 stitches. So I decided to move my stitch marker up here in the first stitch on previous round. It's easier this way. I did 12 single crochets. Next I'm going to add 3 beads. Then 1 stitch without a bead, and 3 more beads. Finish the round with single crochets. On the 6th round we add 10 beads. First I do 9 single crochets, then add 3 beads, 1 single crochet without bead, add 2 beads, 1 single crochet, add 2 beads, 1 single crochet, add 3 beads. I did 9 single crochets. Now I add 3 beads, one stitch without a bead, then 2 beads, one stitch without a bead, then 2 beads, one without a bead, and 3 more beads. And single crochets. On the 7th round we add 8 beads. First I'll do 10 single crochets, then add 3 beads, 1 stitch without a bead, 1 bead, 1 without, 1 bead, 1 without, and 3 beads. I did 10 single crochets, then 3 beads, one stitch without a bead, then 1 bead, one without a bead, 1 bead, 1 without a bead, and 3 beads. And then single crochets. On round 8 I will do 7 single crochets, then 1 with bead, 3 without, 3 with beads, 1 without, 1 with bead, 1 without, 3 beads, 3 without, 1 with bead. I did 7 single crochets. Now next one with the bead. Then 3 without beads. 3 beads. One without a bead, then next 1 bead, next without a bead, then 3 beads, three without a bead, and 1 bead. Then single crochets. Round 9, 6 single crochets, 1 with beads, 1 without, 1 with bead, 5 without, 3 beads, 5 without, 1 bead, 1 without, and 1 bead. I did 6 single crochets. Next one with a bead. Next without a bead, and next with a bead. Then 5 stitches without beads. Then 3 with beads. Five without. Next with a bead, next without, and next with a bead. Single crochets. Round 10 is the same as 8, 7 single crochets, 1 with bead, 3 without, 3 beads, 1 without, 1 bead, 1 without, 3 beads, 3 without, and 1 bead. I did 7 single crochets. Next stitch with the bead. Then 3 without beads. Then 3 beads. Next without a bead, then 1 bead, Next without a bead. Then 3 beads. Three without bead. And next with a bead. Next 5 rounds, 11 to 15 with beads, as we did till now. And I finished 15 rounds. The snowflake is done. And I will next do here 3 rounds, just single crochets without beads. And I finished all my rounds. I will slip stitch now in that first single crochet. And I cut off my yarn, leaving a very long tail. It's about 42 inches long to use for stitching. And I will now fasten off. Remove stitch marker, turn it inside out, and we can attach the frame. And the first thing, I'm going to insert my needle from back to front through that previous stitch. And then open the frame and place it on top of the purse. We start here in this corner. And first stitch, insert needle from front to back through that next stitch, then through the hole on the frame. Then insert needle through the hole on the purse. Then from back to front through the next stitch. Then from front to back through next stitch, and then through the hole. And through the hole, then from back to front through the next stitch. And here I'm going to stitch through these next 2 stitches. So front to back and back to front again. So this is my corner, and then start the other side of the frame, same. And I have my last 2 stitches here, so again just going to stitch through. So now I want to make another round. So here my yarn is in front. I want to insert needle to the back again. And then from back to front through that first hole, and also first stitch. So I'm going to make these opposite stitches, then from front to back through that next hole. So on the inside you see that which holes I'm going to go through. And I stitched all around. I will now weave in this yarn tail. And here is my finished Snowflake Coin Purse. I hope you had fun making this one with me. You will find a link to written pattern in video description box. Thank you so much for watching and happy crocheting!